the magic of Orlando, or the sunshine of Orange County. Now you can reach them all with new flights from LNK on Breeze Airways. Stretch out, relax, and enjoy the flight. Your vacation starts the moment you board at LNK. Book today at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Make Hog Wild the centerpiece of your Thanksgiving feast. Pre-order a 12-pound whole smoked turkey or a 4-pound turkey breast for $55. A 4-pound boneless ham is $50. A complete meal includes your choice of a whole turkey or turkey breast, mashed potatoes and gravy, stuffing, green beans or corn, and a dozen rolls for $130. Pre-order online at GoHogWild.com soon. Quantities are limited. All weights are approximate before cooking. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
This Black Friday, it is time to hit your goals before the new year even starts. At Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, get 40% off our next 10-week challenge, plus 6 weeks for free to kickstart your fitness journey. Start training December 1st with kickboxing, strength training, and personalized nutrition. So when our official challenge begins January 10th, you're already ahead of the game. Spots are limited. Don't wait for January to make your resolution. Start strong now. Visit fxbeatlincoln.com or stop by one of our 2 locations at South 40th and Yankee Hill or North 70th and Vine. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. Stronger starts here.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more. All ticketing options for the 2026 Love Nebraska season are now available. Single match tickets start as low as $16, even cheaper if you want to bring a group. Don't miss your chance to see professional stars like Jordan Larson and Lexi Rodriguez in action this season. Purchase your preferred ticketing option today by visiting lovbneb.com/tickets.
Are you familiar with everything the Lincoln Children's Museum offers? Camps, field trips, and game day playdates are just a few of the extraordinary programs provided by the Lincoln Children's Museum. When you spend a day with your family at the Lincoln Children's Museum, your child's mind can explore while enjoying the many interactive exhibits they have, while keeping admission prices extremely affordable. Stop by the Lincoln Children's Museum today in downtown Lincoln, or visit them online for more information at lincolnchildrensmuseum.org.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks. Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, welcome to this beautiful Thursday morning. Sun is shining, uncharacteristic nice weather this late in mid-November. Temperature today, Swim, as of right now, man, is 55, double nickel.
Does that mean it's going to be a longer period of winter? Like we're going to go longer into April and potentially May with cold weather?
Okay, Farmer's Almanac people that read the Farmer's Almanac, let us know. What does this mean? Is it just a nice day? It is a one. I can't say a one-off.
This is a trend. This is a trend.
It's a trend.
It's gonna stay. It's gonna stay pretty nice throughout the weekend.
Swim. We got 71 the high today, 74 tomorrow. Saturday 67, Sunday 60.
Oh,
then it dips into the 50s on Monday and stays in the 50s for the remaining week. But man,
but even 50 is fine.
Yeah, 50 is beautiful.
We could deal with 50.
You got some golf in you still.
Well, Sunday, I do play in a tournament on Sunday.
Why did your voice just go down? I mean, you should be happy.
I am.
You said, well,
I am.
I do.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Are you just kind of not feeling it?
Oh, no, I'm definitely excited for it. I'm definitely ready for it.
Because your voice just changed.
My buddies and I feel like we should win on Sunday.
Unless somebody is lying out there.
Unless somebody's lying.
That comes in with a 22 under.
Well, and here's the thing.
Under.
So we played it. We played at the same course in a tournament last month, and we ended up finishing third at 16 under. Is what we shot.
16.
We shot 16 under. Finished third. I don't remember. But the thing is, we started to lose focus with about 5 holes to play. And by lose focus, the beverage cart came around. And so we started to get loose. So we made a vow.
Getting loose.
We made a vow this weekend that we're going to enjoy just a couple of beverages throughout the round. But we're going to leave the birdie juice. We're going to leave those till after the round.
So you're not going to birdie?
No, we're hopefully going to birdie. We're just not going to reap the benefits of the birdie.
Yes. Just take a swig of Gatorade for every birdie.
Exactly. It doesn't have the same effect, but we're going to essentially, because, man, we started out so well through the first 14 holes or so. And then we hit a little bit of a lull because we got our priorities messed up. And then like holes 17 and 18, we were really good. So we were sitting there going, man, holes 14 to 16, if we could have just had a little bit more focus, we probably could have won that thing.
Well, Freeoff says his voice went down because he didn't invite E9.
No, that's not it. I'll happily tell you. Yeah, here's the thing. The E9 people, okay, let's just go through them. AD, you can't golf because you're back. David can't golf because of his heart. Raph is in Bama. I got nobody. There's nobody left. You can't even say this anymore.
Big golf guy, what's up, brother? He goes, hey, you're playing a scramble swim, not a tournament.
Okay, same thing. Same thing. You're a team. You're going against other teams. It's a tournament. See who's the best team.
So, and the weather's going to be beautiful for you guys on Sunday, too,
Hopefully.
man. It is going to be gorgeous out. Swim, you know what, man? This morning, I was thinking about this. Have no idea why. So I was eating some egg bites.
Okay.
And I didn't work out. I'm probably not going to work out today because, sometimes you got to protect yourself from yourself. And the neck is like throbbing this morning, man. That pain shooting all the way down to my dell. It's just old man stuff. And so I went downstairs. I'm like, you know what? I got a long day of presentations this afternoon. I can't be up there, not able to turn my neck and everything else. Long story short, I got some egg bites.
Okay.
Have you had those before, man?
I've never had them.
Oh, text line, let us know, 424-664-5685. If you have had the joy of eating an egg bite. And they're egg bites and they have bacon in them.
Is there anything else to this? You said you were thinking about something while you were eating them. Is the egg white egg bite? Excuse me. Is that the primary?
Can I finish my story, please?
Is that the primary conversation topic?
Can I finish my story, please?
Sure. I just didn't know if we were going to get to it.
So it made me think of restaurants that are no longer in town.
Oh, not this conversation.
It just made me think about that, Nick. And you know what place that reminds me of? But this place still is in town.
Okay.
And I can't say the name because you're going to say no free shout-outs.
Yeah, no free shout-outs. You gave a free shout-out yesterday thinking that they weren't. It wasn't a free shout-out. It was a free shout-out.
It was a free shout-out.
It was a free shout-out.
I'm just, David, exactly. Throat punch incoming. He wouldn't even let me finish my story. Does this story have a look? What is the premise of this story?
Can I say something?
Yes.
Can we stop the throat punch bit? Number one, we've never backed up our words. Number two,
we can solve that right now.
There we go.
Sip
already
threatened to give you a two-piece on his way out.
Sip was aggressive on his way out.
To knock you out.
Well, my thing was is that Sip bought a Los Angeles Dodgers hat last week when he was in California.
Does that bother you?
It does. It bothers me dramatically.
Because they're successful?
No, because he's a fake fan. He's not a fan of the Dodgers. He just goes, he's not a fan of the Dodgers. I asked him, I said, Sip, why'd you buy that? Well, Sean and I went to the gift shop and I just figured I should buy something.
What was wrong with the man getting a Dodger hat?
I'm just telling you. I don't know. We got a lot of bits on this show. We got the whole Doug the Dog thing and everything. But man, something that is going too far is the throat punch and talking about my high school. Somebody just goes, here comes the Pius X out of Nick. There's no Pius X that oozes out of me.
Yeah, a little bit.
This is just who I am.
Songbird says egg bites are bomb, and yes, they are. Nick, I'm going to bring you some, man, just to heat up in the microwave because you heat them up for about a minute 45, 2 minutes, and they are glorious. But it reminds me of an establishment that's still here in town.
Okay,
it's off of 40th and Pine Lake, and Highway 2. It's a staple for breakfast in the community in Lincoln. Is
it 40th and Pine Lake or 40th and Highway 2?
40th and Old Cheney.
So none of those.
See, can I finish something? Can I please just finish something?
You did finish.
It's between Old Cheney and Highway 2. It's a long-time Lincoln staple. If anybody knows it, just text it because Nick will get mad at me if I mention, no free shout-outs.
Where's it at?
Huh?
Where is it?
It's Stouffer's.
Oh, okay.
Stouffer's. It reminded me of Stouffer's because remember I went there about a month ago.
I do remember
and
this.
You didn't want to go to breakfast. And I said, Nick, go to breakfast.
Not true.
You're like, no, only losers go to breakfast by themselves.
Would you want to go to breakfast today?
I can't do it
today.
Well,
there you go. How convenient.
How convenient.
Also, here's the thing. I let you finish the story. You were like, it's on 40th and Pine Lake. It's on 40th and Highway 2. And I said, which one? Is it 40th and Pine Lake or 40th and Highway 2? And you said, well, it's actually 40th and Old Cheney.
I don't know, man. Nick,
I just feel like everybody right now on a bye week is a little hostile. Sip's hostile. Jake is hostile. We start the show. You got some great swag that we need to talk about eventually. But you're a little hostile this morning.
I'm not hostile,
everybody's threatening to throat punch, and everybody's threatening to two-piece punch people.
Well,
we're just sitting here.
You know what? My mom would say this. She had a switch called the Persuader.
Oh.
It was for disciplinary reasons and was a switch. And she said, this is going to persuade you to think the way I do. So I'm going to bring a switch in here, man. And I'm going to just keep it right under the desk here.
This show becomes pretty boring if we just agree on everything.
Hey, good morning, Mama Massey and Pops Massey. Mama Massey goes, Renee Massey goes, we need egg bites. Mama, I'm going to get you guys some egg bites. I'm going to get Mama. She texted in. Love my Massey family. And they didn't play, man. The Masseys, my parents, they did not mess around. So I'm going to get a switch, Nick, and I'm going to hit you with a switch.
So this is me disagreeing. but the show becomes a lot less interesting for the folks.
If I don't throw punch you?
No, if we agree on every single detail.
I agree. But sometimes you just got to let a brother just finish what he's going to say.
I would love, we need to go back and check the tape. You had completed your sentence. You had completed your sentence. You were looking at your phone on the little tripod thing over there.
I had my little tripod.
and you had completed it. You were ready to go. You were opening the door for my comments.
Oscar P said it's Nick. Nick makes people angry.
Yeah,
Nick,
I don't know why.
You know, Unmasked Texture says AD is being a bully today.
Yes, finally.
Ryan P says get him, AD.
I'm the victim. No, that's funny.
Oh, unknown texter 4661. Forget the egg bites. I'm listening to you guys eating at De Leon's breakfast burrito. Don't think I'm man enough to finish it. Hey, unknown texter, I'm going to tell you this. You're going to go night-night after that. Because that is...
There's 2 places in Lincoln that will automatically give you the itis.
De Leon's.
Cheesesteak Grill.
And Cheesesteak Grill. Yeah, I still got that picture of you, man. I said, nighty-night, Nick. Oh, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. I was good. Well, it was the comfortable furniture as well. The comfortable furniture. Eric says this, Nick, it's the blatant disrespect you show to your elders that pisses us off.
Eric, you're A-money. He's exactly right. Eric is always right.
Okay, I will confine myself for the entirety of the show here. I will confine myself.
Let me ask you this.
No. Let me finish.
Eddie Haskell.
How about that? Let me finish.
You were Eddie Haskell.
I don't know who that is.
Text line, let him know who Eddie Haskell is and the characteristics that Nick shares with Eddie Haskell. Well, gee, Mrs. Cleaver, you one of them dudes that comes around the neighborhood, that's the main antagonist, that's the main instigator, and then you act like, you know, what happened?
It's a fictional character from Leave It to Beaver.
Yes.
Yeah. Not surprised I don't know this TV sitcom because it was airing from 1957 until 1963.
But then they showed the reruns when we were growing up. If you're over 45, so we watched Leave It to Beaver, man.
Wow,
that was just the music.
There was somebody on the show named Beaver Cleaver.
Yeah, man, he was a good little dude. He's always in the mischief. But Eddie Haskell was the dude that was always talking noise and couldn't work out.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. What is Eddie Haskell syndrome? Eddie Haskell syndrome integrated himself to the parents, but tormented and bullied the beaver when the parents weren't around.
Yep, that's you.
The Eddie Haskell effect can be insidious in a workplace because these two-faced bullies can mistreat subordinates but never be caught.
Yep. Or held responsible.
I don't know about that.
That's you. You were Eddie Haskell.
It's pretty hard. I would disagree because it's pretty hard to I would say it's pretty hard to like in this terminology mistreat subordinates.
Cigar guy, good morning. He goes spot on.
Hold on. It's pretty difficult to mistreat anybody considering the microphone just magnifies everything. I can't get away with anything.
No,
everything I say on here is heard by hundreds of people.
The microphone is indifferent. It's the person. The microphone is nothing but a microphone.
That.
The microphone is nothing but a microphone.
I'm saying
it's the things that you voice with this tool.
All right, fine.
That blasts everything.
Fine. You know what?
It's your smart aleck. It's your smart aleck responses. It's your smart aleck responses. Well, I can say that too, but it is. Nick, you are the 2025 Eddie Haskell. At times, not all the time. At times.
I would say this. I will for the remainder of the show.
Oh no, here we go playing the victim.
No. For the remainder of the show, I will confine myself to this chair, and I will not give any flack, any crap.
Oh, that's impossible.
Any jokes. I will not. I will show the utmost respect.
So now you're playing the victim role.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you. Let's see if people like this.
That's like setting a fire to something. All of a sudden, you want to be. Yeah. You want to bring a fire extinguisher. Say, how did this happen?
No. The problem is that you box me and you put these labels on me of that. Now everybody thinks that I'm. What's his name? Eddie Haskell.
Unknown texter 8890.
When in reality, you guys like this.
You like that?
You like being able to text into the show every day about throat punching. Eric, you like being able to give us crap nonstop on the text line. You guys like this. Don't kid yourselves. We appreciate the crap out of you for tuning in every day, but you tune in. It must not be that bad. Anyway, okay, that's the last comment I make. The next hour and 40 minutes are going to be
punching with the microphone so we can hear it. Just
Yeah. Ow, AD, ow! No, that's fine.
Oh, man. Folks, it is Thursday. And you know what, Nick? All this year, I was talking to Sip. And I said, Sip, are you busy? He just goes, man, I just kind of feel like out of whack.
Yeah.
Because we're all used to routine and schedule. That's what, Nick, okay, text line, let us know this too. That's why with the holidays coming up, Swim, my days get confused.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm kind of out of whack from December. That Wednesday before Thanksgiving, so 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from today actually is Thanksgiving. But that Wednesday until that Monday thing's just all over because, people celebrate Thanksgiving if they do on different days. And then from about December 20th until about January 5th, my days are all messed up.
I mean, it's gonna. Here's the thing, AD. What's crazy is the world just goes by fast in the blink of an eye anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you look back and go, holy crap, where did 2025 go?
We got 49 days left this year.
It's bizarre to think about. Where did 2025 go? But then also is when you have stuff like the family time is awesome. Like the family time is great, and you don't trade that for the world if you have it. But man, when you're like at work one day, not at work the next day, then it's like a Nebraska game on a Friday,
Black Friday.
It is crazy. It's crazy. And then like December 1st hits, and you have the stressors, the good and the bad of holiday season. You're trying to probably wrap up some things at work before the end of the year, depending on your position, depending on your role at the company and stuff like that. And then it's like with Christmas this year being on a Thursday, Christmas is on a Thursday this year. So it's like, okay, there's going to be very little production on Monday and Tuesday of the week. Do you work the 26th? Do you not work the 26th? What's going on there? And then it's like you turn the week calendar over after that week, and it's the new year. And you're like, okay, it's another week of days off and New Year's Day and stuff like that.
Things don't get settled. In my space, Nick, me and my business partners were just talking about this. We know that we've got about 23, 24 days left before you start missing people in the office.
For sure.
Even literally on our email that went out this morning, there's a number of people that were out. Some people have changed, et cetera. But that's going to be the norm coming up in about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
With the holidays, et cetera. Here's the thing that always cracks me up, Nick. People say, man, Christmas snuck up on me this year. How?
Yeah, it's the
same
day every year.
Every year.
Yeah. Sorry, Andy, I didn't let you finish your sentence there. I'm sorry. I didn't let you finish your sentence. I finished your sentence for you.
Mr. Nick, we're the facility.
Mr. Davis, I apologize. Mr. Davis. I'm going to call you that the rest of the show.
Mr. Davis.
Mr. Davis.
No,
Sir Davis.
No, just say AD.
Would you rather me call you in this time of respectful radio?
Now you'd be a punk.
And agreement. What would you prefer? AD or Aaron? I just want to make you guys happy.
You know what's so weird, Nick?
Text line, what would you prefer?
Hey, real talk, dog. I rarely hear my name Aaron.
I know.
I mean, rarely hear my name Aaron. And I like it because it reminds me of my mom. And mom never called me AD. It was Aaron. But my son, little AD, I know all of his buddies call him AD.
Yeah.
It's really AD.
Does that ever get confusing? Are you guys ever in the same room enough to where you hear AD and you're like, whoa?
Yeah, we both turn around.
Yeah,
That gets confusing. So yeah, that gets a little confusing.
Okay.
The holidays coming up, folks. We got 49 days left of this year. Today, we're going all around the world in college football. Me and Nick were corresponding this morning about 7:15, 7:20. Nick, sound like you just woke up. Did you sleep in a little bit this morning? Real talk.
No.
He's like, hello.
No.
How about you good, dog?
I was laying there. I was like, okay, how can I answer this as fresh as possible? Hey, what's up?
Well, if you tried to, you failed miserably.
No, I think I did a great job.
Oh, hello.
No, I got up, I worked out. When you called, my phone was in my bedroom. Truth be told, I had just gotten out of the shower about 15 seconds before. And so I was rushing from my bathroom because I heard my phone ring. And I thought, oh no, somebody important's calling because I have a special ringtone for you.
Oh, now I know you're lying. Now I know the way you said
that's true. That's true.
See, that's Eddie
I was
Haskell
trying to think of a special song that would work, that would be a radio appropriate, that I could say over the air. That would be like, yeah, you know what? This is your song. Whenever you call, this is the ringtone for it.
You just have Doug every time I call. Just put Doug's voice.
I love you. Yeah,
you know, maybe a female's friend with you. Okay, who's the dude saying he loves you in the dog's voice?
What is why is Up playing on your phone?
Swim went to the game last night. I did not. In fact, I shot Nick a picture as I was laying in bed watching the game. And Nick, just full disclosure, I watched the second half this morning.
That's okay. I mean, can't say it. That's okay, AD.
Nick, I like how you're working on it because you was about to just hurl an insult.
Well, it wasn't going to be meant as an insult, but it was going to be factual.
Yeah.
Here's what I was going to say. But it's going to come across as an insult. So I feel like I have to just be careful now. Is that I was going to bring up that, hey, you know what? I do appreciate and respect that for the show. If you go to bed at a decent time every night, right? Or you try to.
Monday through Thursday.
Yeah, you try to because you out partying on Fridays. And so anyway,
tearing it up at the mill.
Yeah. But if you miss a second half of a game, you usually watch it the next morning.
Yeah.
And so I do appreciate that. It was going to come across as a slight because I would have said something like, "Hey, you know what? At least I appreciate that you watch in the second in the next day."
And I shouldn't have because it was boring.
And you would have been like, "Oh, someone has to have sleep. We're old and stuff." But that was genuine.
You went to the game. We're going to discuss Nebraska's beatdown of Creighton last night. Nebraska, I'm going to tell you, man, that team. Now, granted, like he's mentioned, Creighton got dusted by, was it North Dakota State by 16 earlier this year, but Nebraska took care of biz. We'll talk with Nick about that. We got the history. And at 10 o'clock, folks, there is a lot going on in college football. Some good and some you're like, oh boy. So we got an issue at Michigan State. They just been handing down some major sanctions. Maryland is kind of in a wait-and-see situation. You got one more coach that looking like, with all due purpose, Nick Wade's looking, that he is going to be out of potential suitors for the number of available schools. And Nick, one thing I want to get to is the number of schools that are looking for coaches as of right now.
Yeah.
Because that number has jumped up. And in about 3 weeks, it's definitely going to jump up some more with when we're going to talk about this morning as well. The Emmett Johnson event, we'll discuss that. That was a great turnout as well last night. So we'll discuss that at about 10:30. But a lot of college football at the top of the hour at 10 o'clock. It's The Drive, folks. It is Thursday. It's AD and Eddie Haskell making an appearance in the house. We'll be back.
Come watch the Lincoln Stars on Saturday, November 15th as the Sioux Falls Stampede come to town. It's flyaway night as the Stars are giving away 2 round-trip flights to Orlando courtesy of the Lincoln Airport. Every ticket is a registration and you must be present at the game to win when the prize is drawn in the third period. There's no Husker volleyball or football game that night, so pack the icebox on Saturday, November 15th against the Sioux Falls Stampede for flyaway night.
All ticketing options for the 2026 Love Nebraska season are now available. Single match tickets start as low as $16, even cheaper if you want to bring a group. Don't miss your chance to see professional stars like Jordan Larson and Lexi Rodriguez in action this season. Purchase your preferred ticketing option today by visiting lovneb.com/tickets.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day with light winds. Be warm with the high around 70. Tonight, mainly clear skies and calm winds. The low around 43. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies with a light breeze with record highs. The high near 76. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker from 93.7 The Ticket and TicketFM.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, and family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apples, chili, vegetable, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the all-new Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide the smooth energy to get you through the day. Home of free samples and better than internet pricing, Epic Effects can only be found at Nutrition Authority. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's all good theory.
Oh, mic's on.
Folks, welcome back to the drive.
Anyway.
Mic's on.
Yep.
Folks, this segment is brought to you by Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. He's been a well-respected rep since 1999. He can help protect your home, your vehicle, your family, even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you. Nick, my mama and my papa, my second parents, Miss Massey, Mr. Massey, mama said, you better tell Nick to leave my son alone.
I'm not even messing with him.
Thanks,
Mama. What a bad rep. What a bad rep. No, I'm sorry, Mr. Davis. Would you like a refill on your coffee?
Actually, please.
Okay.
Oh, folks, it is a great Tuesday. And Nick, it's great Thursday. Nick, we were talking about this. I said great Tuesday. I actually almost
That's okay.
posted
I
that
didn't
this
even
morning.
recognize it.
Yeah.
You could have just kept on talking. I would have never said anything.
This is a great Sunday, folks. I know. This is your world, AD.
Yep, we're just living in it. As long as you stay happy.
As you took a sip of your foo-foo drink.
This isn't a foo-foo drink, so you know what it is? It's the carbonated water and then the sugar-free Crystal Light squeeze bottle thing.
Those Crystal Lights.
That's all
are
it
good.
is. It's my source of. I'm trying, obviously, as I'm trying to look more like AD. I'm sorry, that's not great. I'm sorry, as I'm trying to.
You're gonna turn you black.
Yeah.
Breaking news: Crystal Light turns you black.
No, it does not. Don't. This microphone it magnifies everything.
Hey, you just say you're trying to look like me.
You could be doing your best Brian Kelly impression. You could get sued.
I'm gonna walk downtown. There must be a lot of folks drinking Crystal Light. There's a lot of brothers walking around down here.
I didn't even say that. My mind didn't even wander there. But no, this is my fix of like carbonated and like pop drinks. Is I can get the carbonated water from the mill. Shout out to Luke and the team. And then
Nick, that I'm proud of you, man. Real
Thank
talk
you.
for getting that hydration in, man. It is, and think about it, Nick. I've been thinking about this a lot, just the simple things we can do to take care of our bodies. And this is just, and Nick just brought this up, all due seriousness now.
Yeah.
I was talking to a buddy of mine 2 weeks ago. He's a former Husker. I'm not going to mention his name. You would definitely know his name. Very good friend, older than I am. Thank God he went into his doctor. He goes, AD, I appreciate the post and things. It's not about AD. It's about, hey, awareness. I said, you go tell the same people. Folks, Nick, you take doing that water, just hydrating your body, et cetera. The simple things that we can do. Now, what we're designated to live, we're designated to live.
Yeah.
But we can live a more high quality of life while we're here.
I told you just the other day we were having the conversation about how much I've noticed a difference just by getting up and instead of immediately going to coffee like I used to, I chug a. So when we went to Big Ten Media Days, it was really kind. The media gift that they gave everybody was a Big Ten labeled Yeti, like a water bottle, Yeti water bottle. And I drink that. I pound. It's like 24 ounces or whatever. But I just pound 24 ounces of water as soon as I wake up. And the difference that starts in terms of like energy, in terms of just the way the body feels throughout the rest of the day, it wakes you up. Like things like that are actually, we think that we need to wake up and we need to instantly have coffee, right? The water piece of it, hydrating, it's changed dramatically just with how you feel, the inflammation, the bloating, everything.
It's a game changer drinking that water first, because coffee dehydrates you.
Yeah. Hey, don't get me wrong.
I love
mean,
my coffee, but I drink my water first.
I was going to say 100%. Like I chug the water within, I mean, it takes less than 3 minutes to finish that thing if you just stick with it. Chug the water. My coffee's already brewing while I chug the water. I have a cup of coffee every morning. It's just the little detail like that, because the water you forget about it at times.
Dirty Tony, the boys absolutely need some prayers for my grandfather from the Ticket family today, as my grandfather goes through prostate cancer surgery today. He's a tough guy, leader of a polka band and genuine bad. You know what?
Yes.
Brother, Dirty Tony, done. We'll definitely be
Absolutely.
lifting your grandfather in prayers, man. That surgery is one to where it's not, it's not crazy invasive, nothing like DF surgery or anything like that, but it is surgery, man. And so you want to make sure that you get all those things. So folks, get into your doctors. That was my PSA for the morning that just kind of came out of the blue, but get into your doctors, in particular men, because historically men, we can be the ones that are not so good to get into doctors. You know, if something's wrong with our car, we will get that joker fixed right away. We'll pop the hood. When it comes to our bodies, we figure I'm going to walk it off. No, you don't walk it off. If I would have done that, folks, I'm not on this microphone right now, because I would have been literally gone because I had an aggressive form. So get into your doctor's PSA. Just please do that. And prayers for sure, the boys, for your grandfather, that the surgery goes smoothly. Nick, the game last night at Pinnacle Bank went very smoothly for Nebraska. I did see the half court shot live.
Oof.
3/4 court almost.
Yeah, it was.
Shot.
Yeah.
What was your overall overall assessment of the team yesterday before we dig into the numbers?
I mean, Nebraska played well, right? Like this was a game where once again we continue to see Britt Prince can take over this team from a leadership position, and she was starting on that trek last year, but really this season we've seen kind of a growth. Yeah, and it's hers, right? And everybody knows, and that was the big thing at Big Ten Media Days a couple of weeks ago, where it was like, yeah, you know what? This is firmly Britt's team now as a sophomore. I think, and then also on top of everything else, guys, like we cannot talk enough about the role that like Callan Hake is playing, just in terms of a stability piece. Like this is somebody that's been with the program for now 4 years, and Callan Hake has seen her role change dramatically, evolve, just differentiate from the last couple of years. there'd be years where she, at the start of the season, is maybe more of a role player and then is asked because of injuries or because of whatever other reason, she's asked to maybe play starter minutes at the end of the year. This year, it is she's a staple in that lineup, but she's not going to score the most points every single game. However, she can be a threat from the perimeter. So, there's a lot of pieces with this team where when you look at, okay, how can they be built for March? That is what it is how can you be built for March? Do you have excellent guard play? Nebraska probably has some of the best guard play potentially in the Big Ten Conference when they're fully healthy, and that's obviously with the leadership of Britt Prince and Callan Hake. And then you add in some of the exciting role pieces. Claire Johnson off the bench, once again, was the third on the team in scoring last night off the bench. The bench contribution is huge. This is in a time where Logan Nisley was in a boot last night and did not play. Allison Weiner is still banged up. Allison Weiner is still on the team, but still kind of recovering everything. Natalie Potts is getting, kind of back from injury there. There's a lot of just, I think, growth that still needs to be taking place with Nebraska women's basketball. However, when we talk about a team that's built to compete in March, this is a team that had a lot of players return from last year. They didn't lose into the transfer portal. They lost Alexis Markowski and Kendall Coley to graduation. But ultimately, there's a lot of these pieces that are still on this roster that played in March last year against Louisville and now has just been unable to really, has that taste still in their mouth and understands what it takes to maybe win in March.
Final score, Nick, was 84-50. And is this correct, man? I was looking this up this morning, and it's like maybe it's too early. The first time we beat them in 4 years.
Yeah. And Creighton's been really good. Creighton was a team that went. I mean, deep in the NCAA tournament.
Me, man.
Yeah, they're a team that was extremely old last year. They graduated a lot of pieces.
They ended up beating us at their place last year. The big game.
Most notably, Morgan Molly is one that she's a Crete High native. She's a Crete High School native. Was really, really exceptional in high school. Had an outstanding collegiate career at Creighton. But has graduated. They graduated a guard as well from last year that I can't remember the name of. This is a team that is replacing a lot of pieces, and they actually have started to replace them. They have essentially their form of Britt Prince in Neely and Nora Gessert, twin sisters from Millard West High School. They're true freshmen this year. They both played massive roles in all the success and state championships that Millard West won over the last 4 years. I got to see them firsthand at the state tournament year after year after year. One's a kind of a 2-guard, one's a 3-guard. They're asked to kind of play off the ball in college, which is obviously different than what they were asked to in high school. And so ultimately, it's going to be interesting to see kind of the growth of them as they kind of continue to mature and continue to get more playing time. But they played valuable minutes last night. Neely and Nora Gessert, two Millard West graduates there for Creighton.
First time Nebraska beats Creighton in 4 years. Turnovers. Creighton was turned the ball over the fewest times historically, but last night was not the case. Nebraska forced 25 turnovers, committed just 15 on their own. Nebraska out-rebounded the Blue Jays 39-36. Nebraska was 10 of 28, 36% for threes. The Jays were only 6 of 23 for a dismal 26%. That's the largest ever in the state rivalry. Nebraska beats them by 34. But, Nick, here's the thing that's encouraging to me. The number of players we had in double figures. Britt, of course, she had 18 points, 7 boards. Kaylin Hake had 13 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Petrie had 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Then Claire Johnson chips in 11 points, who was a key spark off the bench yesterday. But Nebraska, they hit 10 3-pointers last night. The first time ever they've hit double-digit threes in the series versus Creighton. I'm still blown away, Nick. That was the first time in 4 years we've beat them. I knew last year we lost because that emotional game last year we lost to them there. But I didn't realize that was the first time in 4 years. And their coach has been there. This is going on his 24th year leading the Lady Jays there. So Nebraska takes care of business last night. And, Nick, to me, this morning I'm watching the conclusion, I'm thinking that wasn't just a win. That was a statement.
Yeah, I mean, give credit to Amy Williams and staff, right? Amy in her 10th year with Nebraska already. I mean, this is a big win. They keep on. Nebraska's 3-0. They'll face off against North Dakota State Sunday at the Sanford Pentagon. We know Nebraska men's basketball plays at the Sanford Pentagon on Saturday against Oklahoma. Nebraska women's basketball will play on Sunday at noon on Big Ten Network against North Dakota State at noon on Big Ten Network from the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls.
There's going to be some good basketball. Nick, I think seriously the basketball is going to be better watching the football we got.
Oh, are you anti-football weekend?
No, but some of the games.
That's what I'm saying. Are there some bad games?
Well, you got the like USC. I think it's Penn State at. No, it's Iowa. I think at USC this weekend. No, what is it? Iowa at USC?
Yeah, you're right.
But it's supposed to rain like crazy in Cal. Like me and Coach Bush were talking. You know, in Southern Cal, Nick, if it's even sprinkling, them folks ain't going out.
Yeah, why would you?
They ain't going out. USC's got to be like creme de la creme for the folks in LA to go to a game there. So it's going to be interesting to see. We'll have to look at that tomorrow. What are the top, kind of the marquee games for the weekend? But there's a lot of good games for basketball if you're a Nebraska fan. Folks, we'll be back with history. It's The Drive. It's Thursday.
Make Hog Wild the centerpiece of your Thanksgiving feast. Pre-order a 12-pound whole smoked turkey or a 4-pound turkey breast for $55. A 4-pound boneless ham is $50. A complete meal includes your choice of a whole turkey or turkey breast, mashed potatoes and gravy, stuffing, green beans or corn, and a dozen rolls for $130. Pre-order online at GoHogWild.com soon. Quantities are limited. All weights are approximate before cooking. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
I'm Kirk Herbstreit, and today I'm eating Raising Cane's.
Herbstreit's in the drive-thru again. Oh, hey, Kirk. What can I get you today?
I want a solid bench of 4 chicken fingers that are real difference makers. Sprinkle-cut fries with dynamic ridge patterns, Texas toast, and cane sauce with an air of smugness that comes from knowing you're the best. Now back to you, Todd.
So the usual.
Make Raising Cane's part of your game day lineup. One love.
Are you familiar with everything the Lincoln Children's Museum offers? Camps, field trips, and game day playdates are just a few of the extraordinary programs provided by the Lincoln Children's Museum. When you spend a day with your family at the Lincoln Children's Museum, your child's mind can explore while enjoying the many interactive exhibits they have, while keeping admission prices extremely affordable. Stop by the Lincoln Children's Museum today in downtown Lincoln, or visit them online for more information at lincolnchildrensmuseum.org.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and air.
And electrical.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the all-new Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide the smooth energy to get you through the day. Home of free samples and better than internet pricing, Epic Effects can only be found at Nutrition Authority. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
What's it take to be a mentor with big brothers, big sisters? It takes 30 minutes and a cup of coffee. A video game, best 2 out of 3. It takes sharing thumbs up emojis, clapping emojis, and loaded nachos at halftime. That's how you make an impact on a young kid's life. So go on, share a few hours a month, because mentorship may sound huge, but the truth is, it takes little to be big. To learn more, volunteer, or donate, go to BeBigNow.org.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day with light winds. Be warm with the high around 70. Tonight, mainly clear skies and calm winds. Low around 43. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies with a light breeze with record highs. A high near 76. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and TicketFM.com.
And now, introducing the starting lineup of your Nebraska Huskers, starring Allo Fiber. At number 1, Allo Internet. At number 2, no satellite dish required. DirecTV through Allo. And at number 3, Allo Mobile. Allo Fiber, the official internet, TV, and mobile partner of Husker Nation. Level up your game and go to allofiber.com/Husker Radio.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer. Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back on this tremendous Thursday morning, 9:50 history segment. Some interesting history. Nick, what year do you think was the first college football contest where they wore uniforms? What year do you think that was? I'll tell you the teams. It was Harvard versus Yale.
Yeah.
What year do you think it was?
Ooh, are we looking like
the first college football contest with uniforms? Harvard.
I would imagine
versus Yale.
early 1900s. Am I right on that?
Year.
19. For some reason, the first year that came into my mind for no reason at all was 1913. Am I way off?
Well, 30 years off.
I can tell by your reaction that I'm way off.
You know, I would have said the same thing.
No, you
18. Yeah, I would have.
I'm sorry. What'd you have?
Mr. Davis.
Yeah, wait, I'm sorry, Mr. Davis. What would you have said? I won't speculate. You tell me what you would have said.
You know, I would have said about 1900, and I still would have been off by 25 years. 1875, Harvard versus Yale.
Whoa.
First college football contest
How about
that wore uniforms.
Derek in a car, 1878 was what his guess was.
Derek, he's just cool like that. So Derek, he's cool like that. He's got it. 1878 is not far off. You're just 3 years off of that date. 1875, the first time they wore college football. Now think about that, Nick, to where you have Oregon. How many different?
I was going to say, how many uniforms do you think they had in 1875?
Yeah. I mean, think about this though, Swim.
Yeah.
How many? Because I don't know. I heard there's over 100 combinations that the Oregon Ducks football team has.
100%. 100%. Because also you have to. Now it is important to note with the whole Oregon stuff. Like they'll change like an accent color on the helmet and say, "Oh, this is a new combination. We've never done this before. We have black on the helmet instead of orange or instead of yellow." So like it's minor details.
Can you imagine their equipment manager though?
Think about all the cool swag they have.
Oh my!
That's what I think about.
When you got Phil Knight, he's got a book called Shoe Dogs.
Okay,
Nick, you would love this book. I'm telling you, would love it. I haven't even read it yet. It's been sitting on my it's been sitting on my shelf for like 3 years. But it's called Shoe Dog. I did read the overview of it, but I'm excited to dive into that one, Shoe Dog. But anyway, when you got that type of money, it's ridiculous.
What brand of jersey would it have been in 1875?
I don't know if there would have been a brand. I don't know any manufacturer that would have been out at the time. Champion wasn't around in 1875.
No.
And Under Armour sure as heck was.
Yeah. Do you think they're wearing Reebok? Okay, so
Bear cotton.
that's what I'm saying.
That's about it.
Fruit of the Loom? No.
Yeah.
Uh,
Jordan P says 100% homemade.
That's what I'm saying. Like, was there a brand?
Like that movie, The Django, the part I always get to, but he goes, I really can't see out of these. Maybe next time we do it differently. We rally the regalian. Those guys were playing, man, with a T-shirt that they had to crib. They're all the same color, and probably
so Riddle, is it Riddle or Riddell?
Right. I thought it was
Rydell?
Rydell.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rydell.
Mm-hmm.
So Rydell manufactured the first plastic helmet in 1917. The first college football game was played in New Brunswick, New Jersey, and the first football uniform was designed in 1877. They didn't have helmets, knee pads, or shoulder pads.
No, they was out there just basically with a leather cap.
Interesting.
Sten says they were rocking Sears or JCPenney wool.
I was gonna say, so the pants were made out of wool.
Mm-hmm. That itchy stuff, man. It's just itchy. Like,
Oh,
can you imagine that,
man.
dude? But
When
that
you
was
start sweating
But they
too?
had nothing to compare it to. That was the norm. You know what I'm saying? So when you haven't experienced anything else, you just figure, okay, this is just normal. It's just gonna be uncomfortable. Bo Lever, that could be true too. Army leftovers.
Sure.
Absolutely. Russell, Trey Earps, I think I agree with you on that. Trey, are you still in St. Thomas, Trey? Let us know, because that was about a week ago. Let us know if you're still in St. Thomas, man.
Because here's what's interesting. So like there was a jersey brand founded in 1914.
Who is that?
Admiral Sportswear. And I don't know how to say this.
But it was
Leco Sportif is a
wow.
French sportswear and sports equipment manufacturer based and founded in France. That was founded in 1882.
You know what Bo Lever said with the Army leftovers? I wouldn't be surprised if there were some knockoffs from the Army, gear as far as that goes. Trey just got back, Nick. He says he got back yesterday. Glad you're back home, Trey, safely. He goes 55 feels like 25.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine. So interesting. I mean, because here's the thing: is I doubt. Now, I would love to learn
1875, dude.
Yeah, that's probably. I mean, there's probably no jersey, not a jersey brand. I didn't know if they had
like a main manufacturer.
Yeah, like a main.
Designated.
Yeah.
Back then, dude, if
they probably didn't care.
No, if it wasn't war related or something for the country, they're looking like, no, we're not.
Yeah,
having an industry. We're
not going to waste our time
out for for a sport like football, where it wasn't even across the country at that time, as far as that goes.
I wonder, like who was the first athletic department to have a brand deal?
That's a dang good question.
Whoa. Okay, so this is different. This is the history of athlete endorsements. So this actually comes from Opendorse, who is right down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Honus Wagner was the first player and athlete to ever profit off of his name. First professional athlete to receive endorsement money. Honus Wagner.
Honus Wagner, first NIL.
First NIL. Oh, for allowing the use of his name on the product. He was also the first professional athlete to make an endorsement deal with a sporting goods manufacturer, Louisville Slugger.
Huh.
This is interesting. That was in 1900.
And what's his name?
Honus Wagner.
Honus Wagner.
I don't know. I'd have to look this up. This would be really, really interesting. The longest running endorsement deal.
Honus Wagner.
In 1922, pro golfer Gene Sarazen became the first member of the Wilson advisory staff, and his contract with Wilson Sporting Goods lasted for 75 years.
Wow.
The deal became the longest running endorsement deal in the history of sports.
Yeah, 70 years is a long time for an endorsement deal.
A bowler, Don Carter, was the first $1 million endorsement. Man.
Some interesting facts in there, bro.
That's really interesting.
Nick, let me ask you this before we go to break. What year do you think the first football game was played? Because I had no idea these teams were the ones. I had an idea about the one, but the other one I had no idea. I didn't know that school had been around this long.
So what was in 1875, you said?
That was the first college football game between Harvard and Yale that wore uniforms.
Gotcha.
1869.
So I was going to say 18. Yeah, so it would have been a couple of years. In New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Now, yes, you're right on that. Now, I'm going to give you, well, you're going to know who it is because of New Brunswick. I didn't know that school had been around that long.
Rutgers.
I had no idea Rutgers.
Birthplace of college football.
I did not realize that, dude. I had no idea. It was Rutgers versus Princeton in 1869.
It's referred to as the birthplace of college football.
Dude, I didn't even know that. See, things that I didn't know until today. 51 years old, did not know Rutgers was the birthplace of college ball.
That's crazy.
It's nuts, man. 1869. There's a lot of and Nick, you think about that it's Honus, not Jonas, Honus.
Yeah. Honus Wagner.
The first one to get the NIL deal.
Yeah, essentially. Honus Wagner. I believe Honus was this is gonna make me sound really bad as a baseball fan. I believe a second baseman was what it was his primary position. At that age though, you could play a lot of things. So here's this. How about this? Johannes Peter Honus Wagner was born February 24th, 1874. Oh, shortstop. Excuse me, shortstop. I knew he was a middle infielder. I'm gonna get crucified on the text line for that. Yeah, one of the greatest shortstops of all time. Inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1936. Oh, he was one of the first 5 members inducted.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty spectacular.
Thanks for sending this in too, Rich. I appreciate that. Rich sent in regarding uniforms. It says no single individual made the first college football uniforms, as uniforms were worn during the Harvard-Yale game were created by the teams themselves. Harvard was wearing crimson knee breeches, shirts, and stockings, and Yale wearing dark pants, blue jerseys, and yellow hats. While the teams designed their own distinct looks, Princeton player L.P. Smock, he sounds like he's kind of bougie, doesn't it? L.P. Smock.
Yeah, we don't care about
L.P. Smock is credited with designing, designing specific type of football uniform in 1877. L.P. Smock.
Yeah.
Folks.
I mean, and now what is I guess it'd be an apparel deal. Most valuable apparel deals for universities. Because I'm trying to think like with athletic teams. Because I'm thinking like there's these deals with these athletic brands are now over $10 million a year for some of these, for like Under Armour to be able to clothe Nebraska, or not Nebraska, but Notre Dame and other. I mean, granted, it's been 125 years since 1900, but man,
still, it just shows you how it's just huge business.
The value of money, man.
Bo Lieber, thanks for showing that sharing this in the creation of standardized uniforms. Dirty Tony, the boys. The Honus Wagner is the most valuable baseball card ever. 7.25 million is where it's at, man.
And that's where I'll say this. I mean, so I've really dove deep into the history of like Fanatics.
Yeah.
And obviously the founder and CEO of Fanatics is Michael Rubin, who's a prominent figure out west. But his story just about how Fanatics came to be, and then they've bursted onto the scenes to where they were clothing every MLB team. And like those deals, if you can get those deals, you're set for life.
Oh,
you're set for life.
Generational.
Michael Rubin's net worth right now, $9.6 billion.
Would it be?
Yeah.
Would it be? Rubber Duck from LinkedIn, thanks a bunch. He goes, look how many championships Princeton football has. I'll have to check that out. I know they got a ton of them.
I think it's like 28 that they claim, but the NCAA only views like 14 or 15 of them.
Yeah.
So they don't. They claim, Princeton claims 28 football championships because a lot of them I think in the late 1800s, but NCAA only views like 15 of them as accurate.
Folks, we come back. We're going to go around the world in college football because there's a lot of news. One team is going to lose all of their wins from the past couple of years. We'll discuss who that is. One team is locking in a coach, and one team doesn't know if they're going to have a coach after about a month. We'll discuss when we come back. It's The Drive.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day with light winds. It'll be warm with a high around 70. Tonight, mainly clear skies and calm winds. low around 43. And tomorrow we'll see mainly sunny skies with a light breeze with record highs. The high near 76. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and TicketFM.com.
Leaves are falling and temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Winter leagues begin on December 1st and are open for registration. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker Watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate or team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop.
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. And now, introducing the starting lineup of your Nebraska Huskers. Starring Allo Fiber. At number 1, Allo Internet. At number 2, no satellite dish required. DirecTV through Allo. And at number 3, Allo Mobile. Allo Fiber, the official internet, TV, and mobile partner of Husker Nation. Level up your game and go to allofiber.com/Husker Radio.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
When the clock strikes 0 after every Nebraska football game, there's only one place to go for instant coverage. Tune in for the Husker After Party Postgame Show on 93.7 The Ticket for each game, win or lose. Call in with all your takes or text the show at 464-5685 and hear quotes from the players and coaches, too. It's the Husker After Party Postgame Show, sponsored by Anderson Ford and Vinnie Krekak of State Farm Insurance. In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday. You lost Wednesday. You're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of BJ Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. Bo Lever, that's actually a good question, Bo Lever. Oh, I like the picture you sent in, too, of the huddle they got going on there. And then the evolution of the American football uniform. Dude, there's a reason why them cats back in the 60s and 70s and early 80s didn't have no teeth, man. Because them cats was out there with, single bar helmets and no helmets and faceless helmets, face mask-less helmets, if you would. So thanks for sending that in. Then they look like gladiators today. You got the bond that they put on the helmets too, the little the bond they put on that thing. So it's definitely changed quite a bit over the years. But when you know better, you do better as far as concussion protocol and things of that nature. Folks, there's a lot of news that is going around in college football right now. Some very interesting news that is going on. We talked about Brian Kelly's buyout yesterday. Nick, I'm looking to see what that takes place on today and tomorrow. As Kelly and his legal team filed their motions, etc. I would say, in my opinion, the biggest one right now, though, is the NCAA hits Michigan State with a 3-year probation plus vacated wins. Kind of the headlines from this, folks, is Michigan State has been placed on 3 years of probation by the NCAA. The school must vacate 14 wins from the last 3 seasons, including all 5 wins from 2024. That was the first year under Coach Smith. Violations occurred under Mel Tucker's tenure, not the current staff. What the NCAA found, Tucker and members of his former staff failed to properly monitor the program. Violations centered on 3 ineligible players. Staff provided impermissible recruiting inducements, covered unofficial visit expenses, improper contact with recruits. These are all considered meaningful competitive and recruiting advantages, hence the severity of it. Michigan State must pay $30,000 plus 1.5% of the football program's 2024 budget. With a budget of $58.6 million, that's $900,000 in penalties. Swim.
Yeah.
So here's you think about a program that's already struggling, okay? And with a coach that's in his, second year?
Yeah, Jonathan Smith, yeah.
They have a new AD.
That's right.
Who came and inherited all this stuff. Their AD is from Georgia Tech, who is known to be a financial raising wizard. But here's the next 3 years for Michigan State. So you think about things were bad for the first year of Coach Smith, second year Coach Smith. Now check this out. Limits unofficial and official visits, limits on recruiting communication, fewer recruiting person days, restriction on off-campus recruiting contacts and evaluations. It hits the program hardest because the future of their roster building, Nick, this program is in some trouble, man.
Yeah, it is. It is. And this is coming on the heels of Jonathan Smith going into this weekend's game. They've benched Aiden Childs. It's a really bizarre time because Aiden Childs was the guy that basically Jonathan Smith not only handpicked,
brought with him
to come. Well, can you let me finish? I'm just kidding. He's the guy. I'm kidding.
Shut your face, AD.
Right?
Know your place.
Yeah. Practice what you preach. Jonathan Smith is the guy, or excuse me, Aiden Childs is the guy that Jonathan Smith brought to him handpicked and brought with him to Michigan State, but also recruited him to Oregon State as kind of the future of what was going to be the Beavers program there. And so it's interesting to just watch it all unfold. I think Jonathan Smith is a much better head coach than what we're seeing right now. I really do. I think he's a football guy. I think you look back at what he did at Oregon State, and that program was down in the dumps when Jonathan Smith took it over. They hired him, his first job for Oregon State back in 2018 when he got hired as the head coach of the Beavers. $3.1 million is what they hired him as a salary. That is on the bargain for a head coach, no matter where you're at nowadays in Power 4 football, which it was a Power 4 job at the time. He then obviously gets Oregon State to become a somewhat reputable brand, and they're competitive in a lot of their games. And he gets DJ Uiagalelei to transfer to Corvallis and stuff. But then ultimately he goes to a place where I think it's just a really difficult spot to win.
Nick, and this makes it even much more difficult because I highly doubt he knew this coming in before taking this job. Mel Tucker, as a result, they got significant show cause orders. Mel Tucker got a 3-year show cause. Former assistant Saeed Khalif, he got 6 years show cause. Brandon Jordan got 5 years. So just in case you don't know what a show cause is, they're basically barred from coaching in college football unless the school that hires them wants to go before the NCAA to explain why hiring them is worth it. These, Nick, are somewhat career-damaging penalties, man.
Yeah.
Not even somewhat. They are career-damaging penalties because what school, especially if you're an assistant, Mel Tucker, I just think his college coaching days are done. Do you really want to touch that? You want to bring that smoke in there, and then you're going to have to go in front of the NCAA to explain why they're worth hiring. I mean, he's got 3 years. Well, think about Harbaugh got how many? 10 years?
I think so.
I think it was. I know it was substantial. We'll have to look that up. I know it was substantial that he got show cause. So Nick says,
once again, put me on the spot.
Just because you're so good at finding it quickly, man. Those
4 year show clause.
4 year show clause, so definitely not 10. I thought it was longer than that, but 4 year show clause, which is still a lot. But 6 years for Saeed Khalif. Brandon Jordan got 5 year show cause. So,
excuse me, hold on 1 second. So the first show cause order was issued in August of 2024, and that one runs through 2028.
Okay.
There was a second show cause order. You were right. Second show cause order that was announced in August of 2025, and that went for 10 years.
I thought he had some significant time.
So he has a show cause order in place if he is hired at a college institution, which he won't be. He has a college or a show cause of 2024 essentially to 2038.
Man, that brother can't even walk past the campus and whistle.
No.
Yeah.
What, you better tell us what you're doing.
So current players aren't punished more. Michigan State's president and AD pushed for a negotiated resolution. Their argument is this: don't penalize current athletes and current staff who had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
The NCAA agreed, no postseason ban, no scholarship reductions, which is big when you're trying to rebuild a program. So what this means for Jonathan Smith, he goes from 8-13 as MSU head coach to technically 3-6, looking at last year's losses, etc. Oh, look at baby girl.
Scotland is here.
Scotland is in
She's
the
waving.
house. Baby Scotland.
Yep.
That's Jake's beautiful little princess. How you doing, baby girl? Yes, you are cute. Yes, you are.
Awesome.
Beautiful Scotland with them chubby little fingers. And she's eating
something. Like father, like daughter.
Yeah.
Always eating.
So he has 0 official Big Ten wins now. With the erasure of those wins, it's not his fault, but affects perception, momentum, and recruiting. Nick, if you're a recruit and Jonathan Smith comes to your house, are you a little kind of like, I don't know?
I think naturally you already were, because I think his future is in somewhat jeopardy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just think that Michigan State right now doesn't quite know what they want to do. It's still early in his tenure, but now the hot thing to do, the popular thing to do, is to fire coaches early in their tenure when they don't have enough time to prove that they're capable of turning a program around. So I just think that you were already skeptical. Now this just throws another layer of icing on the cake.
Last question before we head on to the next college. I'm really not sure how I feel on this. Should vacated wins even matter anymore in modern college football, unless it was a championship or a conference or a natty?
I don't know how valuable they are. Like, I don't know.
See, I don't know either, dude.
Because here's the thing. Like, so Michigan vacated a lot of their wins from their national championship run. Do we all view Michigan as still a national championship champion contender?
I think that's
yeah.
yeah.
Like we do. So even if
I think it's a good question.
It's once again, it's like what the NCAA recognizes compared to what college football world recognizes. I think more notably, like we still view it. It's not like here's okay. Perfect example for the folks on the local landscape. Class A state championship game years ago. Gretna versus Omaha West Side, right? Gretna eventually has to vacate the championship because they have ineligible players.
Mm-hmm.
Do we still view Gretna as like West Side, according to the NSAA, was the default champion there? But if you are at least somewhat cognizant of what's going on, yeah, by definition, West Side's the champion, but it seems murky anyway because you know that on the field, on the gridiron, where the games are decided and played, you know what happened and Gretna won. And so, like, I just, sure, like it takes away wins from a record standpoint and things like that, but ultimately, I don't think they matter that much. Like if Nebraska were to have to vacate the previous 10 wins, okay.
You know who's looking for something like this?
What?
LSU.
Yeah. Hey, us next. Come on, look at us next.
We want a ban.
Yeah, we want a ban. We want a show cause order. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Hey, you see LSU board of directors? Hey, listen. I just want y'all to know we broke every rule imaginable.
The best part is it'd all be like self-imposed too. So because it'd be like the athletic director, and I don't know his name. I only know Woodward's name after he got fired. But the new athletic director is just like, hey, we're self-imposing these bans. And the NCAA is like, okay, what rules did you break? Just trust us. We broke some rules, okay? Just trust us. We broke some rules. We found some loopholes. We don't want to let you in on it, but
he knew.
We found some rules that we broke. And cause. Bam.
So Michigan State has got some things to deal with, and my heart goes out for Smith because, like I said, I highly doubt he knew this going in, that they were going to have this type of debacle to deal with, man.
It's also wildly unfortunate. I will be the first to admit that I don't know all of the stuff about Mel Tucker. I can't remember all the details. I will say this, though, in just one of the more fascinating, strictly from a football standpoint, is the short head coaching career of Mel Tucker, where he obviously kind of explodes onto the scenes at Colorado, is fine at Colorado. After he was a defensive coordinator at Georgia, goes to Boulder, has some decent years, and then out of nowhere, Michigan State hires him for $10 million a year. And then it quickly explodes because of other stuff that we don't need to get into. And then they fire him for cause. And Michigan State's off the hook of the $80 million that they owed him. And we have no clue where Mel Tucker is.
No, I can tell you from
nobody inner circle has no clue
There's some of
where
his buddies haven't heard from.
That's what I'm saying. There's guys from his staff that have no clue where this dude is.
It's just sad,
and it's unfortunate from a football standpoint because like we forget. If I remember correctly, Mel Tucker was one of the first coaches publicly to get like a 10-year contract deal.
It was massive.
It was 10 years, like $100 million for the guy.
It was insane, man. Insane. He signed a big one.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, he's got his work cut out for him.
And we can't even say like, oh yeah, you know what? He's just collecting paychecks for Michigan State. He's collecting $80 million. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No.
No, he's not.
It's really interesting in that regard there. Nobody knows.
Coach Smith has got some work to do up there in Lansing. Jeff Brom, Louisville head coach. They're looking to keep their guy. Sources have told a number of outlets. They're working on a contract extension to keep him their head coach. He's 26-10 in 3 seasons at Louisville, 7-2 this year. Of course, the big win they had over Miami earlier this year. Other schools were calling. He was linked to Penn State, Florida, and a number of other schools that he was with. Winning percentage right now, his signature win I like to talk about was the number at that time, number 2 Miami, on the road earlier this year when they were a 13.5 underdog.
Yeah.
And they pulled out the shocker of the year. Brom is the first Power 4 coach to take different teams to back-to-back conference titles, games with Purdue and Louisville 2022, Louisville in 2023. His current deal, Nick, $5.9 million. $5.9 million ranks him 43rd nationally and 6th in the conference that he's kicking tail in the ACC. So it's a no-brainer. If you're the brass at Louisville, how long are you locking Jim Brom? Are you going to do this? What are you going to let these other schools, Nick? If you're the AD,
no.
Are you going to let them serve to you as a template? It's okay. We won him. We're not going to bet the farm on this guy.
I think you have to. You have to show commitment to football. Louisville's been really good under Jeff Brom. I think that, talking about a coach that doesn't get enough credit, I think Jeff Brom's one of those. This is a guy that went in his, what was it at Purdue? He was there for 6 years. 6 years and went 36-34. He finished above 500.
At a school with very little resources.
That is incredibly difficult to do. Jeff Brom, also kind of known as one of the better quarterback trainers and coaches in the country. Husker fans will remember the name Miller Moss. He was the USC quarterback. He's Louisville's starting quarterback this year. He transferred away from USC last year because the writing was on the wall that Maeva was going to be the starter going forward at USC. Miller Moss transfers out, goes to Louisville. He took Tyler Shuck. To put Tyler Shuck in the NFL. He's with the New Orleans Saints right now. Was a second-round draft pick last year, excuse me. And even you go back to the days of
Western Kentucky.
Purdue quarterbacks, Western Kentucky as well. That those quarterbacks were really good. So it's Louisville is a really, really impressive program right now. They probably would be a little bit better this year if they wouldn't have lost their star receiver. KC Concepcion transferred out to Texas A&M over the offseason, was one of the best wide receivers in all of college football last year. Goes to A&M.
What a last name as a receiver,
Concepcion. But yeah, so once again, you lose a couple of skill position players. And in the conference that's not very strong, you talk about the college football playoff berths and things like that and bids. Greg Sankey's saying the stupid stuff about how SEC might have 8 teams worthy of a spot, which is just asinine. And then you have the Big Ten Conference that can probably get 5 in potentially, or 4. You sit there and go, okay, you know what? There's a couple of chances here where the ACC is a 2-bid league, but then it's like, who do you feel great about putting in there? Louisville is obviously one of them, but then elsewhere it's like Miami's fine. Florida State's not good.
No,
it's Virginia is right up there with Tony Elliott,
but lost one a couple weeks. But last week
lost it a game. Like, it's just the ACC. So you need to make Jeff Brom, in my opinion, and Clemson's also on a down year.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
Yep.
But you need to make Jeff Brom right up there with Dabo Swinney, because if Louisville can sense this, they look at the landscape of the ACC and see that Cristobal at Miami is fine. It doesn't feel great, right? Cristobal at Miami,
very inconsistent.
But then
the talent that he
has.
has.
Right. And then like Florida State, it feels like the Mike Norvell train is just kind of waiting to be finalized and reach its final destination. And so you look at this and go, yeah, you know what? We have a chance really over these next 2 seasons to really make ourselves a top contender in this conference alongside Clemson, because you're also taking advantage of when Clemson's having a down year. You don't want to blow things up. You need to lock down Jeff Brom.
I totally agree with you, Nick. When you sent this, I was like, yeah, and digested this morning. You think about, he's done more with less, both of which you mentioned at Western Kentucky and Purdue. Now he's doing the same thing at Louisville. You talked about him being a QB whisperer, which he has been. You know, Tyler Shaw, of course, down in the league. Shuck and Miller Moss is still putting in work. But the thing I found interesting, Nick, it's a family affair. His brother, Brian Brom, and Greg Brom are both on his staff.
Yeah.
His son, Brady, works in the recruiting personnel. So he's really taken a different approach. And I like his quote that he says here. He goes, "We've got good resources here, a good football team. For me, it's concentrating on the season and worrying about the next game." That's kind of been his philosophy throughout his coaching career. And he says, you know what, if I take care of the wins, the other stuff will take care of itself. Now, you know, he's got strong opinions, but just keep winning.
And it's interesting in this day and age of college football to hear a coach say
It's very interesting to hear a coach say
right?
that.
Because it's more so rare.
It's rare.
And Louisville's also a place for Jeff Brom. You mentioned the $5.9 million salary that he's currently on. It's interesting because his dad played at Louisville. He played at Louisville. That was a big draw for him to leave Purdue. And so, I mean, if you want an idea of just how good of a coach Jeff Brom can be, Look at the way Purdue has been since he left. I mean, they struggled immensely with Ryan Walters, and they had to fire him. I think Barry Odom's a good head coach and a good fit for Purdue, but what's the ceiling there? The fact, I mean,
and what's Purdue's commitment?
Don't forget Purdue. Yeah, when it's not basketball, right?
When it's not basketball,
don't forget Purdue beat Ohio State handily when Jeff Brom was there, and that's kind of one of the signature wins of Purdue over the last decade.
Well, you got Jeff Brom at his alma mater. He's back home. He's their hometown hero there in Louisville. So he's got a great situation. When we come back, folks, we're going to discuss a guy that he doesn't have a great situation.
And just because Jeff Brom's in that spot doesn't mean Louisville can take him for granted.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
I feel like sometimes universities feel like, oh, this guy, we know he loves it here. We can go ahead and just give him 3/4 of what we should be giving him.
That is a slippery slope. A very slippery slope looking at the contract some of these coaches are getting. So I agree with you, Nick. Lock that man in and see what he can do with a full cupboard, if you would, to cook. Folks, when we come back, we're going to keep cooking ourselves because there's another coach. Not sure how much longer they're going to allow him in the kitchen as far as that goes. We'll be back. It's The Drive.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats. At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion, for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Leaves are falling and temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Winter leagues begin on December 1st and are open for registration. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker Watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate or team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day with light winds. Be warm with the high around 70. Tonight, mainly clear skies and calm winds. Low around 43. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies with a light breeze with record highs. The high near 76. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
When the clock strikes 0 after every Nebraska football game, there's only one place to go for instant coverage. Tune in for the Husker After Party Postgame Show on 93.7 The Ticket for each game, win or lose. Call in with all your takes or text the show at 464-5685 and hear quotes from the players and coaches too. It's the Husker After Party Postgame Show, sponsored by Anderson Ford and Vinny Krekak of State Farm Insurance. Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I believe that ring belongs to me, sir. Oh, folks, it's been a heck of a ride with you this morning. We got another segment before history. Before the attitude adjustment. Don't mean to say this callously, but there may be a coach who may be part of the history at a certain program that's coming up. Things in Maryland, they look a little shaky right now, Swim, in that the AD, Jim Smith, the AD at the University of Maryland, did not put out a vote of confidence in regards to next year if Coach Mike Locksley would be their coach. So kind of the breakdown here. Maryland's athletic director Jim Smith refused to say if Mike Locksley would retain his title as the head coach for 2026. He says he'll finish out the final 3 games of the season. They'll wait and see what goes from there. They started off hot at 4-0. Of course, Nebraska went in there and got a dub as well. But they've dropped 5 straight, including our win there, which we kind of made Maryland a home game. There were so many Husker fans there, including the 55-10 blowout they took to Indiana, and then they lost to Rutgers 35-20. The one to Indiana, you hate losing by 45, okay, but it's Indiana, and you don't accept that. I think the one that was hard to stomach, Nick, for them and a lot of the faithful was the 35-20 loss to a Rutgers team that you should have beat. They're 4-5, so they need to win 2 of their last 3 games to become bowl eligible, because if they're not, that's 2 straight years they've been without a bowl. And when this is not your guy, and we all know what we mean by that, Jim Smith, their new AD, that's not his guy that he brought in. So their last 3 games, so I'm going to get your opinion on this. They got Illinois, number 18 Michigan, and Michigan State. Do you see them getting 2 out of those 3?
You're going to have to do it this week. You got to win this week, and I think they beat Michigan State at the end of the year. But man, if you don't get it done this weekend on the road at Illinois, it makes for a very, very stressful matchup against Michigan next weekend.
Yes, it does.
Now, granted, the Michigan one is at home, but it still makes for a little bit of a stressful time. I mean, you're on a 5-game losing streak right now. You lost. I think here's where it's maybe a little bit more worrisome for Maryland. You look back at the way they lost against Washington. They gave up 21 unanswered in the fourth quarter. They were up 20-3 going into the fourth quarter of play and lost 24-20. Then Nebraska, we know they once again led in the fourth quarter and they ended up losing 34-30 to Nebraska. The UCLA game, they went out to UCLA and in an area where Maryland led, once again, it was they led 10-7 going into the fourth quarter, and they allowed 13 points in the fourth quarter, and they lost 20-17 in that one. This is just a case right now of some really disappointing finishes for Maryland. Now, I think one thing that is on Mike Locksley's side, and one thing that he can tell the upper arms of the institution is that, hey, you know what? We have some really young pieces. Quarterback Malik Washington is very, very talented. True freshman. He can sit there and say, we can build around him. He's got to get to a bowl game, in my opinion. He's 3-0 in his bowl games in his time as a Maryland head coach. He won the Pinstripe Bowl in 2021. He won the Duke's Mayo Bowl in 22, and he won the Music City Bowl in 2023. Gets to another bowl game at 6-6. You sit there and say, okay, you know what? Maybe we can give him one more year.
Especially, Nick, you bring up a good point because I forgot how young their quarterback is. He's a true freshman.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of the upside with him. The ceiling is very high for that young man. And for a lot of the guys on their team, figure they got a linebacker, too, that's a true freshman that put in some work against us as well. So it'd be interesting to see how long, if Jim Smith if he's got a speed dial, as far as other people he's already got on the line that he wants to replace, or if he's going to give Coach Locksley some more time to cook in the kitchen. So when asked by the Baltimore Sun of Locksley, Smith said this: he's going to coach against Illinois, Michigan, and Michigan State. He's going to coach against Illinois, Michigan, and Michigan State. We'll determine at the end of the year where we are. So the translation, his job security right now is pretty much depending on how he does, to your point, Nick, on those last three games. When they tried to push him for clarity, here's what athletic director Jim Smith said. He goes, every coach is being evaluated each and every week. Not exactly the tone of voice you want from your AD. Sounds like Florida State's. Because, Nick, as you mentioned a few weeks back, when your AD has to come out in the middle of the season or 3 games in the season and make a statement to the fan base, that's usually not a good recipe for success as far as that go. Overall, Locksley is 37-46 in 8 seasons. And, Nick, I was just telling you off air, I didn't realize he was there for 8. I thought maybe 5. I didn't realize it was 8 years he'd been there. They were 4-8 last year, but in 2021 through 2023, they had 3 straight bowl trips where, as you mentioned, he's 3-0. But, Nick, here's a statement that sticks out to me that it's like, ooh. At the Big Ten Media Days, you already know where I'm going with this. Locksley admitted that he lost the locker room last season. Do you think that's something that Jim Smith, the AD, is thinking to himself, like, well, some things you got like that SNL skit with Will Ferrell was doing with George Bush. You got your inside words and your outside words. That's something you probably don't say, and I'm sure if he could take it back, I'm not judging the guy by any stretch. But, man, if I'm the AD, that's the last thing I want to hear, that I probably lost the locker room.
Well, I think it's as long as you can get it back, right? I think, though, with Jim Smith, you have to understand the history with James E. Smith, the director of athletics for Maryland University, guy that comes from professional baseball, actually, and with the Atlanta Braves, was there with the director of business strategy with the Atlanta Braves and kind of an executive position there. Prior to that, he led the Ohio State Alumni Association within their football and athletic department as well in Columbus. It's kind of a wild card. This is a guy that has never had to necessarily fire a head football coach. We don't really know how he's going to operate. So you know what? Maybe it is weird for us to sit here and go, you know what? Maybe he needs to get to a bowl game, when in reality, Jim Smith could be saying, you know what? We just need to go ahead and do this. Or he already has his decision made up and he just doesn't want to show his hand. I think it's a wild card, and that can be a little alarming. It's the same thing I said about Troy Dannon.
Yeah.
When we were kind of going through all the Matt Rule name being dropped for Penn State. It's kind of a wild card. Like, we understand what Troy Dannon has done at previous stops, and we know that Troy is connected within the college football world, but more so of when you're running a place like Nebraska, where football is 100% the main driver, and most notable player in this, or most notable person in the state is the head football coach of Nebraska football. You might operate a little bit differently when there's this much pressure on the line. And so, yeah, it's kind of just a wild card. I think we don't really know how Jim Smith is going to operate at Maryland simply because he's never really had to do this before. He's never been in this position to where we're asking questions about, hey, multi-million dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars are on the line here in terms of the football program. What do you want to do? What do you want to say?
You know what, Nick? OJCJ, he's got a good question. You asked me this, OJCJ, and I appreciate you. I'm going to get Nick's opinion on this, too, because it's interesting. Do you let a coach go right now with how much turnover is already happening? Transfer portal opportunities along with some continuity. What does any school on the edge do? And OJCJ, I think that's a poignant question because, Nick, it is a risk, man. I mean, with so many openings, it ain't like Maryland's the creme de la creme of openings right now as far as that goes either. You know what I'm saying? How much is Smith invested in their football program, you know? And you look at the other schools that are out there, the Floridas, the Penn States, the Arkansas, the West Virginias, the Stanfords, the Oklahoma States. I mean, I know that's not a huge school, but UAB, I can go on with the number of schools. And the ones that we both know, there'll be more at the end of the season. So, I mean, if you're sitting there if you're Smith, you're thinking to yourself, do we take that chance? What do we do here?
I think naturally, you have to kind of assess what's going on around you in the college football landscape as well. And if you feel like it's a volatile and a fluid time in college athletics with coaching staffs, then I think you can justify making a move. Because if you feel like there's a lot of guys out there, a lot of coaches that are gettable, that are poachable as well, then you go in and say there's no reason for us to wait. I think I don't understand. Here's what I would say. When it's something like this, I don't know if there's ever a time that's truly the perfect time to go through a whole rebuild and restructure, right? And I never understand whether it's we're talking about college football coaches or anything in day-to-day life. If your initial thought is like, we need to do this for the betterment of the program, and then you justify that or you counteract that with, well, maybe it's not the right time. I mean,
you're indecisive.
You're indecisive, and you just need to trust your gut. Like you got to go with what you feel.
Nick, this is humorous but dead serious. Me and you've both been there before. It's like on the golf course. If you're struggling between a 4 or 5 or a 6 or 7, and you're indecisive, most likely you're going to hit a wrong shot because
you got to fall back on your training. Like
you fall back on your training. You grab the club. This is what I'm going with, and results be danged. This is what I'm going with. But I wondered, Nick.
Because think about like what is that indirect message to the fan base and to the people inside the building where you're like, yeah, you know what? Normally we probably should fire him, but we feel like it's probably not the best chance to do so.
We've been through it.
Do we think college football is going to get more stable after this year? No.
Nick,
so what are you waiting for?
Nick, our coaching search under past AD, Steve Peterson. This is not knocking the guy. This is just reality. And those fans that are old enough, you remember this taking place. Nick, it's a case study of how you don't hire an AD. I mean, literally a case study. And it shows the importance, and I'm bringing this back to the Smith here in a second. Do you have relationships, and are you respected in the industry? So it's going to be interesting to see what, like you mentioned, he was with the Braves. He was with Ohio State alumni. What type of relationships and connections does he have? Because as me and you both know, and all of us know, relationships matter. Are you an AD that people want to work for?
Relationships matter, and your ability to fundraise matters.
Absolutely.
And that's where I'm interested to see what he can do on the fundraising side, because he, as with the Braves, he kind of led the marketing, the brand initiatives as well. And a lot of fundraising was involved in that as well. And so I just wonder, once again, is if in your mind you're sitting there going, I don't know if this is the right time, but this is what my gut's telling me to do. It's telling me that maybe we should go in a different direction. It's never going to be the right time. There's never going to be writing on the wall to where, and obviously in a place, people will argue, there's times where there's coaches and maybe alumni that, are made available, and you sit there and say, okay, yeah, now's the perfect time. Well, you can't be sitting on your hands. And then also it's never 100% certain that it's going to work out.
Right.
Case in point, Nebraska football with Scott Frost. I mean, that's the perfect example of like, you can think that everything and the stars align and everything matches up to a T, and it's still not work. It's never the right time. You can't be indecisive. You can't be sitting on your hands waiting for this quote unquote perfect moment. If you feel like you got to make a change, I'm not talking specifically at Maryland, because I think Mike Locksley's done a really nice job at Maryland in the Big Ten Conference, you can't. You have to make decisive decisions, and you have to believe in what you do.
And him being a new AD, he better make sure he makes the right one.
Yeah.
Regardless of what direction he decides to go.
Yeah.
Folks, we'll be right back with the AD Attitude Adjuster on this Thursday. We'll be right back.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppel Chevrolet GMC, the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at koppelcars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day with light winds. Be warm with a high around 70. Tonight, mainly clear skies and calm winds. Low around 43. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies with a light breeze with record highs with a high near 76. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and TicketFM.com.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, it's great to be back. Last segment. Swim. I'm blown away how fast it's gone.
Tell me about it.
You know, we were talking about, Mike Loxley, and I was looking at the clock, and I was like, ooh.
Here we are.
What you got for the rest of the day, homie?
Meetings. New Year's around the corner. It's
49
exciting time.
days, brother.
It's exciting
49
time.
days left.
So, Husker football, I believe Matt Rule speaks to the media today. I don't know if he speaks on a Thursday of a bye week. I should know that. I'm sorry.
If he does, we'll have some sound bites for you tomorrow
Absolutely.
on it. Tomorrow, we're going to talk, again, we're going to discuss what's going on. Wish I could say big games going on this weekend. There's not a ton of big games, but there are some meaningful games.
Just dog it on the slate.
No, I just wish it was more of a slate. And I'm looking at it. I won't reveal it right now, but there's one particular game. There's a few that could be interesting as far as that goes, but as far as your primetime spots. But after this week, the following week, of course, we got Nebraska heading out to Happy Valley. There'll be some great ones going on. So we'll discuss that tomorrow. As well, Nebraska basketball that's upcoming, just kind of a scope at their opponents as well. But Nick, this afternoon, man, my yapper is going to be tired.
Yeah, 5 35-minute speeches for you.
5 35-minute talks this afternoon, man, over at the Graduate for a great company. So I'm excited. And you know what I'm most excited about? There's no airplanes to catch.
There you go. Not till Saturday.
I can just walk right over there.
Not till Saturday for you.
Folks, the AD attitude adjustment for today. Nick, do you need your attitude adjusted sometimes?
I sure do. Mr. Davis.
Mr. Davis. Are you just saying that to flatter me, or do you really mean it, man?
No. Adjust my attitude.
You mean that?
I do. Go ahead. We got 50 seconds.
Folks, sometimes every now and then you've got to pause and not rest on what you've already done, but refocus on who you're becoming. What do I mean by that? Reflection and sitting back is not a weakness. It's strategy. Yesterday when I was walking downtown, the post office, got my truck in the shop right now getting taken care of. And I was walking, and I'm like, you know what? I'm grateful that I can walk. Obviously it helps when it's 70 degrees outside, but I'm grateful that I can. Yeah. So take some time and pause and reflect on the things you can do instead of focusing on the things you can't. What we can do and we have to do, we got to leave. Folks, thanks for riding with us today on the show. It's Swim, it's AD. We'll ride with you tomorrow. Have a good one.
Are you looking for an